Okay, if you can hear me right now, this is really good news. And the reason why is because you made it to day 3. Yes, you survived. All right, so there's some pretty good smoothies and ideas for breakfast and lunch that have been coming across our group chat, and keep them coming. They look fabulous. Okay, but I wanted to talk about today because I'm sure you've heard it from somebody at this point, and I always kind of wait till day 3, but who has said to you, oh, it's all great that you're going to change your diet and kind of, look to maybe get a little more energy or maybe lose a little weight or maybe even reverse a disease. That's all great. But what are you going to do about your protein? You got to have your protein. Where's your protein going to come from? I got to tell you, I heard it from everybody when we first changed to this diet, okay? So believe me, you're going to continue to hear it if you choose to go onto this road that Mike and I have, which is fabulous, by the way. Anyways, so when I first started, I went to one of these Veggie Fests, and at the Veggie Fest was a speaker. Her name was Colleen Patrick Goudreau with a G. She has a podcast. It's kind of cool. But anyways, she had the most eye-opening talk that just really brought it home to me because people were saying this to me. And what she said was, we were all sitting down and she was up on the stage and she said, okay, all you people in here, who in here knows somebody that has heart disease, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, anything to do with the cardiovascular system? And of course, every single hand went up in the place. I literally was looking around, right? And so she goes, okay, so you know about the cardiologist and the cardiac care units at the hospital, and you know about the American Heart Association's diet. You know all about that, right? And we're all like, yeah. And so being like, I feel like I'm part of the conversation. Like, yeah, I'm like, I know some of the stuff she's talking about, right? So then she said, who in this room knows somebody who has had cancer, either has cancer or had cancer? And once again, everybody's hands went up in the room, including mine. And she said, so you know about the oncologist, you know about the cancer care units at the hospital, you know about all the cancer medications, you know about the American Cancer Society, right? And we're like, yeah, everybody's like, yeah. So then she said, does anybody here know anybody who has diabetes, type 2? Everybody's hand, literally everybody, which I was kind of surprised because I didn't realize that everybody knew somebody who had type 2 diabetes. So yeah, everybody went up and she goes, so you know about the endocrinologist and you know about the diabetic dietitians? And I'm like, yeah, I do, right? And she goes, okay, now who here knows somebody with kwashiorkor? And I kind of looked to the girl next to me, and she shrugged her shoulders. I shrugged my shoulders. I looked around. Not one person in the whole room knew what she was talking about. So she goes, come on. You guys know the kwashiorkor doctors. You know the hospital wings in the hospital that have nothing but kwashiorkor patients. You know the dietitians for the kwashiorkor. And I'm looking, thinking, this girl has lost her marbles. And she goes, guys, the reason why you don't know anybody with kwashiorkor is because that's protein deficiency. She goes, kwashiorkor is when you see those pictures out of National Geographic and it's the little kids with the bellies that are all puffed out. That's protein deficiency. You know, there's nobody here in America, if they're eating, there's no protein deficiency. So I just kind of wanted to let you know that so that you do not worry about this. If you are eating, you are getting protein, okay? And Dr. Greger, which I know, I'm just gonna smile every time I say his name. You guys got to get to know him. He's just a goofball and you're just gonna love him. But anyways, he always says, anyone who doesn't know where to get protein on a plant-based diet doesn't know beans. That's his little joke because beans have protein. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of show you a few items that have protein that you might not even realize had protein, okay? So Let me just go through. Oh, first I wanted to show you. There are a couple of things that were on the internet, and I just kind of wanted to show you this because I don't know if you can see this, but it's showing the difference between beef and black beans. And if you see the beef for 24 grams of protein, wait, how is this read? Okay, so they're equal amounts, there we go. They're equal amounts of protein. So they're both 24 grams of protein. But what they're showing you is that the beans are only 120 calories. The meat, on the other hand, is 320 calories for that 4-ounce piece. Okay, so in a fancy restaurant, the smallest one you get is 6 ounces. So you can only imagine how small that is, okay? Now what they're also showing is that with that 4 ounces of meat, you're also getting high acidity, which kind of leaches calcium from your bones to kind of balance it. And that's a whole nother topic. But it also has high cholesterol. It also has saturated fat. There's absolutely no fiber. And what else? It's got, I don't even know what that last one is. But we've got on the other side, we've got low acidity. We got no cholesterol. We've got no saturated fat. We've got 9 grams of fiber. There's no fiber in meat. And it's also got those phytonutrients, which we all need. And also, in case you didn't know, I thought this was kind of really kind of nice to see, is that they did also beef, but they compared it to broccoli. And I thought that was pretty funny because 100 calories of steak has 8 grams of protein. Did you know 100 calories of broccoli has 11.1 grams of protein? There's more protein in 100 calories of broccoli. Okay, you can get your protein eating plant-based, right? So I just wanted to show you a couple of things that I have in my house that have protein and you might not have known, okay? So we've got, back to that Ezekiel bread. This is one of those staples you keep in the freezer. Per slice, 8 grams of protein. You have a sandwich, you got 16 grams, right? And let's see. Oh, I get my dry goods, my beans and stuff from Whole Foods out of their bins because they're organic and they're a little bit cheaper. And then I just come home and put them into a pretty container, okay? So it said 1 ounce of, these are split peas, 1 ounce of split peas are 14 grams of fat, or 14 grams of protein. What? I mean, that's incredible, right? 1 cup of soy milk is 8 grams of protein. Let's see what else. Oh, this is a good one. The hemp seeds, good for omega-3s. We'll talk about that, how to get our omega-3s, good for our brains. But 3 tablespoons, 10 grams. Okay, so believe me, guys, cashews. Evelyn gave me this nice container of cashews. Thank you, Evelyn. And 1 ounce, a handful, 5 grams of protein. Okay, so how much protein do we need? Okay, I'm sure that's on your mind. So an average woman needs 46 grams of protein per day, and an average man needs 56, so 10 more, okay? You guys, today I had a salad with some beans on it. I had 2 slices of bread, toast this morning. I've already tapped out at 40 grams. So 6 more grams, I'm good. I haven't even had dinner yet. So it's easy to get. Don't worry about protein. We'll talk a little bit more about it as the days go on. I want to explain to you about biological value. Very exciting stuff, good to know, but we'll get into that later. Right now, let's just keep learning about these little things. And tomorrow's day 4, not sure what we're gonna talk about, but I'll figure something out. Okay, tomorrow's 4. You did great, and I can't wait. We're gonna keep doing this. Okay, bye.